Okay, last part of this section in your workbook 3.2. So we're on page 39. We're looking at slope, point slope form again. So we're going to write that here. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. We've already done some, streamlining down to slope intercept form, which we'll do down here in the example. So I'm not going to do this part there, just writing out the point slope form again. And I feel like you could do these as classwork. We didn't have too many classwork opportunities in the other ones. Unless you've done this before, you could pause anything and just do it on your own and check. Of course, just turn in all your stuff. So leaving that up there, using the point slope formula, find the equation of the line passing through -5, -2. So that's x sub 1, y sub 1, and 3, 6, x sub 2, y sub 2. Write the equation in slope intercept form. So we're going to have to boil it all down at the end to slope intercept form, y equals mx plus b. But to start with, we have 2 points instead of 1. So we can just figure out our slope. We don't have our slope, but we can just use our formula, right? So we would have m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, and then just go ahead and plug these values in right here. So we're going to do 6 minus -2 over 3 minus -5, and of course you could pause this and do it on your own. You should know how to do these pretty well by now. And then we end up with these will be adding in the middle there. So we end up with m equals 8 over 8, reduce it to 1. So now having that information, and we know that we have this point slope form or formula, this publisher likes to call it, we can plug in 1 point. So you could actually pick either, but just make sure you only pick one. I'm just going to pick this first one here and plug that in for x sub 1 and y sub 1, and then also plug your slope in the 1. So go ahead and pause the video and do all that. I'm going to just write in what I'm plugging in here. The y minus -2 equals 1 times x minus the x sub 1 is -5. And now simplify to y equals all the other stuff, just like we did in the previous video. Okay, so I'll quick do this one out. So this becomes y plus 2 equals 1 times x plus 5. Could probably skip that line. Y equals, this is just x plus 5 now because distributing a 1 is pretty nice. And then x plus 5 minus 2. So y equals x plus 3. So that is all we were asked to do, but we can notice here that the y-intercept is the 0.03. And again, using the alternate method that I gave you last video, you could figure that out, but no worries on that right now. We'll play with that later. So for the next example, I want you to try that one as a classwork. See if you can get the slope and then plug points in. It is going to come out as fractions, so don't let that throw you off. Just keep working through it. You guys know how to work with fractions, and let's see how you do. So try that one out, kind of like as a little practice quiz, so to speak. Okay, so I hope you guys had some good luck with working that out. I'm going to just write out some of the answers here really quickly. Okay, so here's where I'm at. After plugging everything in, I get y minus 1 equals -7/8. That's what I figured out for my slope. Times quantity x minus -3. So I'm just going to make these be pluses there, and distribute my fraction, and then I'll add 1 to both sides. So I get y minus 1 equals negative 7/8 x minus 7/8 times 3, so that'll be 21 over 8. That kind of doesn't look like an 8. And then when I add the 1, I'm going to add it actually as 8/8, so that's just easier to work with. So if I add 1 here, I'm going to add 8/8, because that's the same thing, right? Anything over itself. So then I get y equals negative 7/8 x, and minus 21 plus 8/8 is minus 13/8. And that is my equation in y equals mx plus b form, or slope-intercept form. My slope is the negative 7/8, and my b is negative 13 over 8, and we like to write it y-intercept, we write it as a point, negative 13/8. Right, so that's it for this section, and just you can do the homework. You're all set for working on that now, and have a great day. And one thing I wanted to add specific to my class, if you are having questions on this, and you're just turn in what you have, and then put a note in the comments, and I have those set to forward right to my email now. So if you write in your little comments box in the grade book or the submission area and say, I really need help with this, or just email me directly. I know this one is a little trickier topic, even if you've had it before. It's just one that you really need to practice. And if you're interested more in that alternate form, let me know. I'll probably pop up some videos on that as well.